Good afternoon. Hey, the wife wanted to freshen up our powder room. We've lived here 4 or 5 years, and when we first moved in, we did some things that now we're doing some tweaks on. So the lower part of this wainscoting, we really didn't like the way it looked against this wood look that we put up. So we bought some beadboard, but styled like shiplap, so they go together that way. I've got a couple more pieces to take out of the lower part that we already had. Here's what we had in here. So I've already broke all this loose, but just to give you an idea of the way it was looking in here. And this panels are going to go underneath here. And then they're going to sit on top of the baseboard. That's the way it already was. I did not pull the baseboards. I've already done a sample just for you to take a look at. All right, I got that trim piece started here. Just wanted you to see, and I mitered it back there. So I'm just going to show you real quick. Hold it against there and get a nail in it. That's it. Do that a couple more times down through there. Nail, and those will be covered up by the panels. All right, getting a row started here. So you can see how it's coming along. They just nest right together. Nothing to it. I'll try to show you on the next one how it connects. All right, as promised, here's my next ones. You'll notice this little lip. All right. So that's the groove. Here's the tongue, and it's just going to slide over it. So I'll see if I can do this one-handed. Then you'll see that seam. You need to close it up. So down at the bottom, it's still a little bit off. You can get you a little check block if you need it. And just kind of tap it in. And then you want to check it with your, make sure you're plumb. There you go. We're right in the middle, right where we want to be. And once again, I'm doing this one-handed and I'm holding this nail gun. If you got one of these, great. If you don't, just drive a little finishing nail right there on the tongue. You get at least 3 of them in there. Some people will put some adhesive on the back. You're welcome to do that. I'm choosing not to on these. Came open a little bit. Knock it back shut. And don't be afraid of these guns. See this tip? This gun, it's a Ryobi Airstrike. I also have a Craftsman model. And there's a nice Harbor Freight model for like 79 bucks right now if you have a battery. Anyway, these won't fire unless that's pressed all the way back. So don't think your kids are going to grab it and start shooting each other with nails, because it won't happen. I still wouldn't leave it around for a kid to get a hold of, but they can't just use it like a gun. Just give you an idea of what I'm using in this project. As I said, you can use a general miter box and a saw and a circular saw or a jigsaw. You can cut these panels with about anything. But I happen to have this. This is actually a Harbor Freight miter saw stand. They recently had it on sale for 50 bucks. I think I gave probably 70 or 80 for it at least 8 or 10 years ago. And then I had opportunity to get this 20 volt Craftsman miter saw. Actually, it was in a clearance rack. $25 a tool. So I bought 3 or 4 tools. This is one of them. Was no batteries, but hey, a $300 saw for 25 bucks. I've used it a half a dozen times. There are deals like that to be had. You just have to check around the desk and things when you go into Lowe's or Home Depot and just ask, hey, are you clearing that out? What would you sell it for? Sometimes they'll sell it, sometimes they won't. Anyway, that's what I'm using. I usually also get out my quick porta bench. This one happens to be DeWalt. but I know there's a Bauer version that's just like it. And actually, you just pull this handle out, it pops those legs out, and they lock in place. And when you want to put it down, you push that, push the handle back in, and the legs fold back up. Super handy. I think the Bauer version's about 50 bucks. You might get it on sale occasionally, so check my videos. The DeWalt version's usually $79 to $99. Also can be caught on sale. Super handy tools. You could even use one of these as the miter saw stand. But I use it as a table to work on. All right, got a piece of the corner in. Hoping I don't have no trouble, but if you have to, this is the tongue or the groove piece. Some people have to cut this lip back just a little bit so it just falls straight in and it don't have to go inside here. Hopefully that makes a little sense. Wasn't bad at all, maybe. Just fell right in. Can't hardly beat that. Now because it don't have a tongue on it, I want to nail it at the top and the bottom. But it doesn't matter because the row of boards on this wall is going to cover it up. That's real nice lacquer better. I think that's pretty darn good. I'm gonna stick that sucker up there. Well, with just a little more encouragement, it finally went in. So I'll step back and give you a better look. Front wall coming in the door. Wall by the toilet paper holder. Back wall behind the toilet. And finally this last wall that I just pieced that in. And I'm gonna say, we're gonna call this a wrap. I may shoot another one after I get everything cleaned up, but this is definitely a job you can do. All right, as promised, here's a few pictures of the end job. I took with it cleaned back up and things put away. If you don't mind, give me a like and subscribe. And please let me know in the comments if you'd have done anything different. I'll be glad to answer any questions.